Manchester United crash and burn in the same way that Spurs crash and burn. So you know what? It's all falling into our laps. But listen, let's take it cool, man, because we got 7 games left. 2 of them are at home and 5 of them are away. And what's our weakness? Away form. So that's something, you know, we're all looking for the team to come out big time against Everton at Goodison Park now. We're all in the same boat. None of us know what to expect. So that's going to be interesting to see how them guys come out and how Emery is set up as well, because the team are responding to him. And I want to talk about that for a second, because if you'd have said to any Arsenal fan last summer that Emery's going to come in and get 3rd place, and he hasn't got it yet, but let's just say that Emery's going to come in and have a chance to get 3rd place, all of you, including me, would have bitten your hand off. Now, I predicted Arsenal to come 6th. I feel no way about that, because that's the limitations of the squad. But hear this, guys. Let me give you a few things to think about. Not only will that send a message out that Arsenal are contenders, with Ozil and players trying to buy into his system, it's going to let everybody know that with all the fighting that's going on and adapting to the system and players not doing what they're told and others getting dropped and pulled at half-time, that happened a lot in the first 6 months of the system going into the 22-game unbeaten streak. But what this does to the players is it validates the coach's identity. Everything that he's been pushing on these players, it validates it. It also sends a message out to the front office. So for the Cronkies, it tells them, yeah, this guy might be the right person, because he didn't sign a long contract. Let's be fair, it was a 3-year deal, and I believe there's an option to come out of there after 2 seasons for the front office. So Emery isn't on a long-term deal, and if he finishes 3rd, that's a good deal for him to go on and prove that he will need to have serious investment next summer, because you've got this guy, he's come in, he wasn't really expecting third place, he can give you that, and if he does, that means an extra 32 million of Champions League football money that comes in, so more money for transfers. It also means they'll be able to identify better players who want to play in the Champions League. It also creates a problem for the potentials of Barcelona or Real Madrid. We saw what happened when PSG snapped him up. But it also does create a little bit of a problem in terms of, if he's doing that with Arsenal, what's he going to do with money? What's he going to do if he has the ability to sign quality players? So, that for me is kind of a double-edged sword that we've got to be careful of. If he is too overly successful, he could go. But then again, look at Pochettino at Spurs. He's been there 5 years. Man ain't spent a penny. Struggling to get top 4. Anybody would have thought Real Madrid were coming for him. Nobody came knocking. Nobody. Man United. They could have said to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. We're going to go for Pooch. They didn't. They signed him to... So it's not as if these teams are biting their hands off to get hold of these coaches. Pochettino will probably be at Spurs next year. I don't know. I mean, if Dan Levy sacks him, who's he going to bring in? The last time he played them games with Harry Redknapp and Martin Jol, they were worse. So I think Daniel Levy's learned his lessons by what he did before. But back on Unai Emery, I think he's done a bang-up job this year. With limited resources, no players bought in the new year, and just been winging it with his system. So guys, some real positive stuff here. If Arsenal could get down to Goodison Park at Everton and pull out a result, and Everton are a decent team, we've seen what they've been able to do at home, and they had a 2-0 victory against Chelsea there as well, although Chelsea's not really the guideline that we should be going on. But if we are going to be contenders for top 4 And if we're going to nail down this position, a win this weekend is going to send a message out to the doubters that we not only can we finish third, but we can win away from home. That's really important. Guys, I think we've had 1 clean sheet in the last 14 away games. It's been horrible. And they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that means that they've bought into this system. They know that what Unai Emery is telling them to do is working. And I think that's only going to bode well for the future of the players. So guys, like and subscribe. And big things are coming up for us, man. We just have to keep it together and back your team. Back your team. Telling you a long time ago. All right, peace out, guys. Peace.